Today's story time is a slight bit different. This is the one where Doodie be playing me. If you know, you know. My son Doodie is beyond the most embarrassing child I have out of my four. Yes, out of my four, he's beyond the most embarrassing. So I'm just taking y'all on a ride in a little story time down memory lane when he just embarrassed me on his school field trip for this little whoop-de-whoop ass girl. Be for real, I'm the only woman in your life.
Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my.
Take it easy. Yeah. Hey, bookies. Girl, all the children be wishing I was their mama, but listen, my oldest son, when he was my oldest child, Doodie, I be seeing the little girls, cause he only in the 5th grade. And I be seeing them little girls, and I be having to let them know, like, oh, I will knock your head off your shoulder about my son. Like, I've never been the type of mother that doesn't think she can't swing on other people's turn. Like, oh, what is you? You're a little too close to my son. Let me take, matter of fact, let's do story time real quick. About when I took my son, cause my mama do too much. Ooh, not too much. I'm gonna do story time for real. I'm gonna tell y'all about how I went on the field trip with Doodie. I'm a Gemini bookie, so make sure y'all tapping the screen and following the host. I wasn't gonna do a story time, but I feel like y'all be deserving story time when I get on here, and shit be really happening in my life. So boom, Doodie has a field trip. Oh Lord, my husband on here. Doodie has a field trip, and it was to it's called like a cat exhibit, something like that. But it's like, it's basically like some tiger. What was his name? Babe, what was his name? Tiger Joe. What was his name? Tiger King. What was the name of the show, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about? I figured out my husband is too. I'm a tourist. Caddyshack. Okay, it was the Caddyshack. Joe Exotic. Doodie had a field trip to the Caddyshack, y'all. Okay? Period. Big Jim. Doodie had a field trip. This literally just happened like a couple months ago. In like December, to the Caddyshack. The Caddyshack, it was just like Joe Exotic type shit. Like, they had like a big exhibit where it's like tigers, lions. Oh my! Like, it wasn't a zoo, but it was strictly cats. Okay, so boom, I go Carol Baskin and Joe Exotic. Exactly. I love a good Gemini. So I go with Doodie, like I'm the chaperone, I'm the parent. So let me tell y'all how I get to the school first. I go to the school and I'm like, I'm all excited because I'm the cool mom.
Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
Oh, that's me. So when I get to the classroom, mind you, it's a little girl there, one of us, and she like, she says hey to my son, and I don't pay it no mind. She like, hey, Doodie, and he like, what's up? Hi. So I'm like, okay, just looking. She was like, she got his lunch because Doodie wanted a school lunch. My kid is really different. He enjoys their school lunches. I don't say nothing to him, baby. That's more money in our pocket. And when I didn't pay the little girl no mind, y'all, like, I'm thinking like, oh, she just got the lunches because everybody was pretty much collecting lunches. Doodie wanted to stay on the laptop and keep playing while we were waiting for the buses to load. So it's time to go. I'm like, Doodie, do you have to go to the bathroom before we go? He like, oh, let me go use the bathroom. He go to the bathroom, come back. When Doodie come back, I'm like, hey, do you want to ride with me? Or do you want me to meet you there? He's like, I'm riding the bus. The little girl's like, well, the bus is leaving. Let's go. So I'm thinking she just kind of telling everybody like the bus is going. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I should have been watching that right then and there. Okay, we get to the Caddyshack. Now, y'all, the Caddyshack like 40 minutes away from the school. And I'm like, dang, my son ain't want to ride with me. But I ain't taking it to the heart. I'm thinking positive because we about to spend time together. To me, this is a little date with me and my son. So I get to the Caddyshack. I'm, walking around with my son. He's excited. He's like,
That's gonna be a good picture.
Bye, Doodie. He doesn't want to hold my hand. Mom, look at the tigers. Mom, look at the lions. And I'm like, yeah. I'm a cool mom, And we get back to the tables where you have like lunch. Babe, get out of my comments. To you, I'm cool mom. I'm having the time of my life with my son. Babe, get out of my comments. Seriously. So we get back to the lunch tables, And they're telling us like, hey, smile for me. You look like you have a pretty smile. I do have a pretty smile because I got pretty ass teeth. Just kidding. So I'm sitting there and a little girl is like, she walks up, the same little girl, and she like, come on, Doodie, we sitting over here. Who's you talking to? My son finna sit right. Doodie, sit at the edge. I made him sit at the end where there was no chairs on the right side of him. I'm on the left side. So she looking dumb, and now she got to go sit at another table. Because who's you talking to? I'm like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, girl, you don't... My son not finna be no submissive ass nigga. He not finna listen to no hoes. You not finna tell him where to sit. Like, that's where it starts. Y'all need to be teaching y'all sons to stand tall. Be a man. You a hater. Babe, get out of my comments. You gotta tell your children right then and there, like, if a chick tell him sit next to him, no, babe, you sit next to me. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give him that confidence, okay? And y'all need to tell y'all little dirty foot dragging daughters, don't ever tell my son where to sit at, because that ain't what we doing. Greetings. Hold on, y'all. I got a kid answering. So, at this point, I'm like, oh, okay. It's telling me that I got it. So, for real, what's going on? I'm telling y'all about, fifth grade. This house like out of control. I'm telling y'all about my son's field trip. So, it's a story time. So at this point, I'm like, you know, me and Doodie having lunch together because I'm feeling some type of way about that little girl. Like, girl, don't you ever get beside your stuff like that. Mind you, she sits directly across from us and she's just staring at us the entire time we're eating. My son is so oblivious. He not paying her no mind, but then again, he not really paying me no mind either. But that's neither here nor there. He can, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as he ain't paying that little girl no mind, I'm okay. So boom, he like, Mom, can we go get souvenirs? I'm like, absolutely, son. I'm a cool mom, you know? So we go over to the souvenir box. My son, like, I'm buying him whatever he want. He like, Mom, can I get the boys some? I'm like, can we get the boys some? My baby is still in the 5th grade. This was this year. This just happened in December. And he's like, can I get my brother some stuff? And I'm like, babe, block him. Let's go ahead and get ban TikTok right now. 1, 2, 3 out of here. And I'm like, you know, off rip. Yeah, I'm going to buy you stuff, you know. He's like, can I get stuff from my brothers? I'm like, absolutely, son, because I'm a cool mom, okay? When I say I'm a cool mom, I'm a cool mom. So, I look. So, I'm like, I go in, throw the trash away. That's what happened. I go throw the trash away. And when I look, the little hussy has gained in. Like, she's moving in. She's talking to my son. And I'm like, ugh. Now I got to go embarrass the little hoe. Like, so I walk over there and I'm like, she's like, she has one of the little toys. I bought Doodie. And she's like, he bought me this. Like, she looks me square in my eyes, y'all. She like, Doodie bought me this. I'm like, no. Doodie, get your toy. That's for your brothers. And he's like, my son, I can mink Doodie ass on right hand of God, y'all. Doodie says, Mom, it's not that serious. You can just use your red card and buy another one. What? Don't you ever tell me how to spend my money. No, what I can do is take this toy from this little hoe and give it to my children. Get the toy, Doodie. He's like, Mom, just Mom, can we just buy another one? No, because her broke ass should have came with some money. That's what should have happened. Y'all, she was one of us, and she didn't even have no hair. Like, not only was she bald-headed, Doodie. Like, we have standards. You not finna be playing on my top. So, I made Doodie take the toy back. Like, don't ever play with me. Like, Mom, just buy another one. No, you not finna put on for this, not for her. No. No, get the toy back. That go to my other babies. Like, you got me messed up, Doodie. Don't play with me like that. Find you somebody else to play with. So at this point, Doodie get the toy back, and then she goes, well, so the chaperones had put out, like, the kids could go back through the exhibit as long as they go with a chaperone. So when she get the toy taken from her, like, I politely snatch it out of her hand and give it to my son and tell him, like, Doodie, put it in your pocket and find you somebody else to play with. She then turns around, she's like, well, Doodie, can I go back through the exhibit with you? He like, yeah, sure. Mom, can you take us back through? I looked at her like, girl, I will meet the back of your motherfucking head. Like, I don't want to be y'all chaperone. This ain't no date. No, I'm not going back through with y'all. Like, I'm like, come on. They walking. Next thing I know, they walking ahead of me. Like, before Doodie was on the right side of me and the little hoe was on the left side of me. Next thing I know, they walking ahead of me and they walking next to each other. Not holding hands or nothing because y'all know I don't play. But I'm like, whoa. You got too much dip on your chip, mama. So, I don't care about being nice. So they walking back through like the exhibit, you know. At this point, they like a kiki. I'm calling my husband. I'm texting him. I'm like, oh, they got me fucked up, baby. Like this little hoe here, like she killing me. And I'm looking at her braids. I'm like, babe. On top of that, her braids old as hell. Her mama ain't even get them redoing. Like, and then she got mad space between them. So I know she bald headed. He like, stop hating. He having a good time. I'm like, yeah, I'm his date. Like she really trying to move in on my son. So What little nitty said? You look easy to knock out. Oh, wow. Blocked. Ho, you could never knock me out. So, at this point, you know, I'm feeling some type of way. Then, y'all, I'm watching from afar, and I literally stop in my tracks. Somebody look easy to knock out. Yeah, I play with her. Right. And I'm going to mink your motherfucking ass. So, I literally, at this point, y'all, I'm looking at them, and I see her say, y'all, I felt like I was looking at Kyla Pratt and the little boy off of Love and Basketball when they was kids. Like, that's how I felt. Like, that was my vision when I was looking at them, because that's how I was looking. What are you in the bed? I don't know what you're talking about, right? People are stupid as fuck, right? Deborah Color, what you talking about, boo? So, I turn around, and I'm listening to them. And I'm like, she grabs her necklace, y'all. Let me pull my necklace around. So, I want y'all to get the full visual. She looks at Doodie and she like, I just got this necklace and I wore it yesterday. Y'all, it's some little mood changing necklace. And Doodie comes out his mouth. Yeah, I'm in the bed. Why, Deb? Deb, you worried about the wrong thing. So I look, she like, I got this necklace and I wore it yesterday. Doodie come out his mouth and he like, yeah, I noticed it yesterday. The fuck you noticing for? I could change my hair. I could wear 9 different wigs. 9. And Doodie don't say shit about my hair, y'all. But he right here telling this hoe he noticed she got a new necklace. I got a motherfucking problem. Yeah. Now I'm on 10, right? I'm like, oh, they got me messed up, okay? Messed up. So, he like, yeah, I noticed or whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm finna meet this shit. I both for them, right? So, we started walking. I'm like, all right, let's keep walking, because at this point, girl, something first, she's slow. So, at this point, you know, I feel like, y'all got too much time on your hands, knocking straight through the drives. What? Like, you jealous of some 4th grade girl. Right. And I'm like, y'all kids being disrespectful to someone, mom. What y'all be talking about in these comments? So, anyways, let me get back to my story. So, at this point, I'm looking at it. I'm like, come on, y'all. Let's keep going. Because obviously, every time I stop, y'all feel the need to get closer with these little conversations, and I ain't here for it. So she like, got my chips and listening to the story like it's a movie, period. So the little girl, then she goes, my mom couldn't be a chaperone because she's in the military and she had to stay in duty, and my grandparents, I stay with my grandma. So I'm like, and you a motherless child. Like, girl, you going through it. And so Doodie like, my mom and dad in the military. And so she like, oh, my mom stands duty. Girl, his mama stand duty too. Like, is you trying to one up on Doodie parents? I'm always have to watch out for Doodie. I'm talking about you and that other person. Yeah, Doodie ain't the one to watch Gab is. Y'all gonna hear about these children the more I tell y'all about the stories. So, at this point, I'm like, girl, you trying to one up my son. My son like, girl, like, you know, he's like, well, my parents are in the military too. Like, at this point, the conversations are going left, right? They're just weird. So she trying to bring Doodie back on track. Like, did you play Roblox this weekend? He like, yeah. Girl, you you're trying to make conversation, this is not a date. We're on a field trip. Focus, okay? So, what are y'all arguing about? Y'all stop arguing in my comments. Make sure y'all tap on the screen and follow the host. So, at this point, we make it back all the way through the exhibit and we get back to like the little lunch tables, right? I'm already feeling some type of way as a little girl, but y'all, when I say she is like on Doodie neck, like she is following Doodie around hill to hill to hill. So the chaperones, the teachers and stuff make that announcement like, oh, if you want to take your kids home from the caddy shack, you can. Like you could do dismissal from here or you can let them ride the bus and get them from the school. So I go to Doodie, I'm like, Doodie, you want to ride home? He was like, that little girl was worried about the wrong stuff. Right, what's going on? So, babe, rectify these kids in the comments and block them need to be blocked or mute. I don't know what's going on. So, at this point, the little girl was worried about the wrong stuff. She asked a question like, girl, you need to be trying to figure out what lions, tigers, and bears Jasmine Sullivan was talking about in that song and identify the cat by its genre. Like, you're worried about the wrong thing. And my sling ain't one of them, bookies. So, I asked Doodie, like, Doodie, do you want to ride back home with mom? He's like, can we go to the school and pick up my brother? But, Q, I didn't ask you nothing about your brother. No, your brother finna catch, your brother getting picked up by y'all dad. Like, no, dad's going to get your brother. I was saying, did you want to ride home with me so we could hang out for the day? We're on a date. He was like, if we're not going to get my brother, then I can ride the bus. Boy, Q, them kids. I them kids. I don't even play with Doodie. Like, y'all, Doodie is the most shadiest child I got. He was like, if we're not going to get my brother, then no. Bro, what? Bro, I love you, son. I was so mad. I was so mad with Doodie, y'all. Then next thing I know, Doodie walks away, right? Comes back. You just said it's not a date. It's a field trip. Shut up. So at this point, I'm in my feelings, right? I'm standing there like, whatever. Doodie come back. Doodie had walked away and came back. I was talking to the teacher, kikiing with the teacher. She's like, are you taking Doodie? I'm like, no, I'm not sure. I'm going to let him, figure it out. I'm going to give him a few more minutes before I leave. I might take him low key. I'm in my feelings. I don't want to tell the teacher, like, bitch, my son don't want to ride home with me. You know what I'm saying? He don't never be. I'm finna mute my husband because he getting beside himself. And I know they sat together on the bus. Okay, babe, you got to go. And he just said Friday, y'all had a roach in the garage trying to be best. Yes, that's Doodie. Y'all, I straight up told her, let me give my husband a little minute, because he be showing out. My husband got to go on mute for a little minute. Because my husband is messy. Doodie is the messy way. Yeah, I have to change my voice, y'all. I'm very professional. So I'm like, no, I'm just going to stay here for a little minute, and give him a chance to look around before I head out. Really, like I was saying, I was in my feelings. I couldn't believe my baby really just sat here and told me, like, bitch, if you don't go get my brother, I don't want to go with you because you're not the person I really want to hang out with. I really want you to go get my brother so we can thug it out and play the VR when we get home in the game. Like, no. You're not about to use me. Doodie past shady, and your husband get on time out every time you go. Like, I have to put him in timeout because he messy. So, at this point, y'all, next thing I know, Doodie come back around the corner with a little bald-headed girl, and he like, I changed my mind, I want to go home. I'm like, great! He's like, so I'm literally signing the log, y'all. Signing it. Signing Doodie out. And he says, and while you at it, can you sign her out? Because I told her she could come over. What? I said, absolutely not. We don't check out other pictures. I'm not doing that, Doodie. That's not how that works. Next thing I know, I'm cussing Doodie out in front of all of these pink people, and I snatch Doodie up, and I put him in. It's time to go. Because now I'm out of character. Because you got me fucked up. That boy said, and while you're at it, can you sign her out too? Because I told her she could come over. What? Who? And she's, y'all, bookies, if y'all could have seen her face, I wanted to mink her so bad. She was standing there like, Y'all remember that little meme of the little girl blowing out the little girl candles? The little Puerto Rican girl? And she was like, That's how the little girl was standing there. Why you at it? I be telling too much truth. No, he be messy. Y'all, I promise y'all, not because he told her she could come. Y'all, she was standing there like, gotcha. Like, it's me, baby. It's me. She was standing there like, yo, that's why your son told you to sign me up. That's why I'm going home with y'all. No, Bookie. Y'all, I did the dash so fast back to the school because to get Doodie backpack, I was going to have my husband get Gav and Doodie backpack. I flew to that school, get Doodie backpack, and I picked up Gav. I was a sucker. I ended up picking up Gav. And I beat the school bus there and all. Ain't nobody coming to my house. I didn't even want him to see her. I picked Gab up and flew out of there. When I say we was passing the school bus, y'all won't even have time to concoct a plan. It's over for y'all. It's over. Because I don't know who she thought was. It's me, baby. It's me. Who sent you? Nobody sent me here. It's me, baby. Like when I say I was on 10 with Doodie, Doodie could have kissed my ass that day because I don't know what been chewing on me, but I know I'm ate up. Because Doodie had me messed all the way up, y'all. Right here. God, Doodie had me messed up. And, yeah, that's the story time on Doodie when I Doodie be trying me.